you doing? This is a girl, the boss lady, hashtag the Dubai. Welcome to my channel. Guys, I just noticed like I have a lazy left right eye. Like, but it's so cute, Nick. Anyway, the boss lady is here, hashtag the Dubai. Welcome to my channel. If you're here for the first time, thank you so much for coming through. And if you are like that loyal person, that loyal friend, thank you so much for coming back. Thank you so much for being so supportive. So I've been sharing like what makeup artists go through, or what it takes to be a makeup artist, or other things that you need to know about makeup artistry for those who are aspiring to be makeup artists and those who are already makeup artists. So what I'm sharing today, other makeup artists would, I hope they will agree with me. Today I'm sharing the truth that makeup artists want to know, that want you to know. Basically, the pros and cons of being a makeup artist. Guys, this is not directed to anyone. This is not like I'm throwing shade, but being a makeup artist in itself, it's not as easy. Well, I can't say it's hard, but it comes with its cons. Let's put it like that. It always boils down to your personality, basically, on how you handle certain situations. But hey, this is what we go through as makeup artists. Okay, you literally have to crawl before you walk. Like, it's gonna take some time for you to really build up your client base. You know, it's gonna take time for you to really kind of get to people knowing you and booking you, because it takes a lot of trust. Like, people don't easily change like they are hairstylists, you know, because you trust this person, you know they are very gentle, they know they will always execute well. So yeah. And then the second thing, clients want to look a certain way. Okay, so a client can come with you with a picture will come with you with a particular picture, and their eyes and the cut crease is like a hooded eye maybe, or an overlaying eye, and then they want to cut crease. Sometimes it's like it's not really gonna work for a certain eye, because clients really don't know anyway that okay, particular looks for particular eyes, etc, etc. So that can be like tough to handle, trying to talk to the client on like, you know, the looks that they can do or they can't do, or what will look nicer. Okay, let me put it like that. I remember I had a bride years back when I was really starting out this, and her theme was like lilac and purple and silver, I think. And then she had already these braids that she had done that it like a touch of lilac and some purple, and they styled it. And then she wanted me to do like purple lipstick, purple eyeshadow. I'm like, you know what, I know that's what you want, and you always want to please your client, but I'm like, for your wedding, it's just purple. It's, yeah, it wasn't good. But I had to find a way to really communicate that to her, so that she understands. Because after all this, sometimes they're not so happy when you do that. They feel like, no, why am I doing what you want to do? But after, when they see the pictures, when the look is done, they're like, you know, thank you very much. Like, thank you very much. Because imagine purple white dress. No. So you really need to be patient sometimes. But guys, we go through the most. Brides are always nice. Like, the very few bridezillas, honestly, brides. But the bridesmaids or the mothers, yo guys, sometimes the bridesmaids want the look that the bride is going for, and I'm like, well, you guys really mustn't be like same, you know, it's not like your day, let the other child flourish. But because the bride, this is their friend, and sometimes I don't know, like they want to make them happy as well, which is good. But I'm like, they're so scared to tell them, and I have to be the person who's like, you know what, this is the bride's look. Guys, it's tough, and I wish like bridesmaids can be so supportive. Whatever the bride wants, it's just one day, and it's a day, and she has dreamt of that day for the longest time. You are a bridesmaid, so you must be serving. If you agree to be a bridesmaid, you must be serving the bride. Don't make her life difficult on the day, or even before, like complaining about the dresses, complaining about the makeup. calm down, let the other child flourish. Like, listen. But I know it's very tough. So there, I need to be like diplomatic and try to communicate to the brides and bridesmaids that, what, we're gonna do this one. It's gonna, trust me, they'll be looking so great. But obviously the bride, standard must be there, because they need to shine. Is there or time limit. Oh my word. When you get there, check my previous video when I spoke about how to grow your business. I spoke on punctuality. But sometimes you can be punctual and the client is late, like super late. Then now you have limited time to actually execute, because they need to leave for a photo shoot at this time because the photographer is waiting or the sun is going down. Oh my word. Or maybe let's say you're shooting something, now they need to go do their hair, do wardrobe. Like, it's a lot. Or at a wedding, where I don't like it most is at a wedding, because you delay the wedding. Imagine a team of 10 and all of them are like 2 hours late, because in those 2 hours I could have done 4 people. So now I have 4 people that I need to squeeze in, and now I need to compromise my work, which I don't like. But that has also helped me to kind of like learn how to do great work at a very short space of time. But yay, get a good reel, guys, get a good reel. Understanding, guys, have you ever done 10 people continuously? Ask my assistant Novuyo, she'll never forget that day. I think that wedding, I think it about 20 people, and we stood there, like, you will stand from literally, because it was an evening wedding, we will stand from literally, let's say we started 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, how far lokumile. Sometimes you don't even take a break because you're thinking, I need to make sure that I'm on time, everyone gets on time. You can't even go pee and you are hungry. Then when you are done, your feet, your back, you get home, you just want to sleep. Then sometimes when you're on your way home, your favorite client will be like, where are you? And you're like, Jesus, my God. And you're hungry. Guys, I learned fasting through this job, because sometimes I'll spend the whole day without eating. Not because I don't want to eat or there's no food, but there's no time to literally eat. If I don't manage to pass through a drive-through while I'm going to my next client, sometimes even if I pass through a drive-through, how am I gonna eat? Unless if I'm on an Uber and then I'm eating inside the Uber. Good real, guys. Like, yeah, time limits sometimes can be so stressful. Pricing, you know what, you always get a client who look charge like so and so is charging so much. If you think that's better, if you think they're doing a better job, it's okay, go to them, because I can tell you most makeup artists are pricing fairly the same, fairly good compared to their skill, because it needs to be the skill and the pricing, like, guys. So we appeal to you, like, to understand our pricing, because it involves cost of the product, transportation, time, travel time to you. I used to be like, okay, again, so charge malinga, but what I've noticed, literally, this has hit my pocket so much. But now I stand with my pricing, but because I've also worked on my skill so much, so now that's why I'm like, no, I know my worth. This is basically what I'm charging. If you think you can get the same work at a cheaper price, go for it. But that doesn't mean the cheaper the bad. We don't have Fridays. Most makeup artists don't have Fridays at all. Like, because most of our Saturdays are like early Saturdays. Like, you are at a gig. If you're staying in Joburg, like Joburg, I'm talking about, let's say it's close to the CBD, not really CBD, but most of wedding venues are like a little bit outside Joburg CBD, that you're like your Krugersdorp, your Muldersdrift. So sometimes it takes you like 45 minutes to an hour to get there, and it's a morning wedding. I don't like morning weddings. If it's a morning wedding and then you need to be there like 4 a.m. because the wedding is starting like at 8, and there are like 6 bridesmaids and the bride, oh my God. So you have to sleep early. Because when you sleep early, you make sure your brushes are fine. This is the night before, right? So we can't go out. Make sure your brushes are clean and ready. Make sure you have the 6 eyelashes, because I can tell you guys, I once forgot my eyelashes doing a bride. I was so stressed. Luckily, I had a good Uber guy. Well, I have only one Uber guy. And I asked him, like, go to clicks and take your pictures of all the eyelashes. I'll tell you which one and bring them whilst I was doing the client. So I'm very thankful that he was there. But you need to make sure that everything is there, because there's nothing else getting there and you don't have what you want. And it's early in the morning. You can't even go to the nearest shop. You can't even call where so and so. And it's a wedding. It's cut. You know, it's cut when people leave. So we need to prepare a night before and sleep, because I'm about to stand for another 5 to 6 hours. So there's no way you go out and come back at 3 a.m. and then 4 a.m. you're client, because remember, you need to be professional. You need to get there looking fresh, happy. You know, you need to get there looking, you know. This one, friends and family freebies, like, yay. It's very tough. I don't want to lie. That one is very tough, because trying to find the balance is not as easy, I can tell you that. And sometimes you can get everyone ready, like you do your friend's makeup and you actually don't even have enough time to do yourself. And when you do yourself, you're actually tired. They don't understand this thing is very tiring. Every time I have to go out with my friends or we are attending a particular event, I'm like, no, I actually have taught my friends a few things on makeup. I'm like, guys, you need so sense, because I'll be tired. I also want to get there feeling fresh and enjoying myself, but now I have to do 4 people and do myself makeup. I've been standing for like 4 hours. You know what I'm saying? It's not fun at all. We don't have off days, especially if you're a freelancer makeup artist, because I can be sitting here right now, oh, it's like 10 p.m. I'm relaxed. I'm like, what? The call will get in. I'm like, hey, Ugupi. Also, I need to go for lunch or for dinner or for a date. Because you're freelancing, every single cent counts. You're like, I'm coming. We are Puma on the bed, and you go to that client. Or sometimes you can tell yourself like, oh, tomorrow I actually don't have a booking, and yeah, you know, like, hey, tomorrow at least I'll get to do 1 2 3 4 5, like clean, wash, whatever. And then that very night or early in the morning, like, oh yeah, so there's which is always good. Like, let me tell you, never complain. Busy is good. Busy means productive. It means, so it's very good. But hey, it can be exhausting. You just need that one day, like just one day. Sometimes they're always giving free consultation, because people usually send you on Facebook, like, so what foundation should I buy? So imagine if 10 people are sending you that, and you're here, buy this one, and they'll respond and you respond back. Oh my god, sometimes that can be really overwhelming. I don't want to lie. That's why I put a fee on consultation. I'm like, if you want to know what to buy for your skin, all the products, or just go to my YouTube channel and go see what I'm using. But if you're gonna ask me, that's consultation. But it's not all cons, guys. It's not all cons. It's very fun. So the pros of being a makeup artist, or the truth about what we like about makeup artistry, it can pay pretty well. Like, it can pay pretty well, especially if you've established your clientele perfectly, if your pricing is good, if your skill is good, obviously you're gonna get paid well. So, and of course, being a freelance makeup artist, being your own boss, like, hey, I can work up, I can decide which client I want to take, which times I can squeeze you in. Like, let me check my diary. You know, who do you want to work with? Like, no, I want to some stress, I want to some journey. So just being your own boss, guys, it's very free. But as well, it gives you so much pressure, because you know, if you don't wake up and make plans to grow or to get a client, means you're not gonna eat. So that's the other side of it. But being your own boss, guys, who doesn't love being their own boss? It's like amazing. It's also very rewarding. I think for me, one of the reasons why I continue to do this was because it's very rewarding. I love to make women beautiful. At first I was just doing it for the money, because someone said, I like your makeup, how much do you charge? I was like, oh, so this money. But what really ended up activating my passion on this was, I would think, why would someone spend so much money to book my flight, my accommodation, and do their makeup just for one day? Then I understood that for most women, they never thought they looked that pretty. You know, they never thought they can, because they think it's TV stuff or all that. So now when it's on them, they see themselves like in another way. Sometimes they even get so emotional. Like if you check on my YouTube channel, I posted a video on reactions that I get from my clients, because I will get shocked. I'm like, Simon will cry. When my first client cried, I was like, what did I do wrong? Is it that bad? But after understanding that they love it so much that it kind of like brings, if I put my makeup on, even I feel it myself. Like right now when I'm looking at myself, I'm like, like listen, they have nothing on you. Like, hey, it kind of like, you kind of like exploring the other side of your personality. You become more confident, you know, you walk with that flair, you know what I'm saying. So that's when I really, so it's so rewarding. There's nothing at so great to look at the sevens and you start hearing, oh Choma, nothing. That's so rewarding. That makes me sleep at night, like really. And then you get to travel like for free. Like, well, it's not for free because the client is paying, but you get to travel. Like sometimes I'm doing a wedding in Cape Town and then I'm done, and then I still, like, maybe I'm leaving tomorrow or later. I have the time to see Cape Town. I have time to wear my bikini because my flight is booked, my accommodation is booked, my food is done. I'm literally saying, hey, like, woo, where the party at? So that's so nice, guys. That's like getting a free holiday basically, and experiencing different cultures and different things, especially when it comes to weddings. Mova, guys, you are in KZN, you are in Limpopo, you're in Bloom, it's different cultures. And when you see that, I personally love weddings. Like the vibe is just correct, and guys, you are there and yo, like, trust me, I become one of the aunties, and I dance probably more than, you know, the family, because I'm like, they don't know me, I'll dance and I'm gone tomorrow. They're like, that girl, no one knows me. Like, I really enjoy myself. It's like, oh, learning. I've learned culture a lot just by traveling through weddings. I'm like, oh, so this is what the Zulu people do. And you get to meet new people. Like, you might even find yourself a husband there. So it's important, like, imagine you meeting the groomsmen as well, and you're traveling in these places, so you meet a lot of new people. That's always fun as well. You learn a lot, actually. This is important because you're going to different events, like you're doing seminars, you are recording your particular show, motivational speaker or what. So you're learning what other people paid for to get into that place. But for the mere fact that you are there doing makeup, you usually get access to those places, and then you are actually learning. Like, I've learned photography because I attended a photography session because my client was speaking in that event. I'm like, oh, so this is how it's done. That's how you get to learn and experience a lot. And then you always get a VIP access. Like, you are there, makeup, and you just take makeup, and then you just, sometimes you just wear all black and push your kit, and you've got access. You like front row seat to a lot of events. That's always fun being a makeup artist. Obviously getting freebies, especially food. I like getting to, like, when I'm shooting photo shoot or TV, whatever media, and there's always like food, and when I see food, I'm like, you understand me, you knew I was coming. Even not now, because now I'm more like healthy eating. I'm sure you guys can see I've lost weight. Like, my cheeks, yeah, I know it's highlighting and contouring, but now I'm like healthy. Even when I go to clients now, I literally carry like a yogurt and some fruit, because you can get fat, because every time you're shooting somewhere, there's always, like, you know, junk somewhere. It's muffins, it's crepes. You can easily get fat. Yeah, you know what, and most of it never really feels like work. Like, you get there, you're literally having fun with the client. That's why it's important to really kind of like have a great personality, and you're there and they're just having fun. I remember one of my clients, after doing their makeup, anyway, she's such a regular client, Sister, I ended up attending that baby shower, and I ended up having fun. So sometimes it really never feels like work at all. Anyway, these are the truths that makeup artists want you to know, the pros and cons of being a makeup artist. I hope you learned something. Then I hope you know when you get into the industry what to expect. Anyway, I've talked too much. It's been great having you. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. See you on my next video.